Good day, crafty chums. It's Nicky here, and welcome to my channel. And I'm just popping on a few lights. Actually, it's a bit darker than I thought it was, so bear with me a second. That's better. So I'm just going to do some more doodling. I did some doodling in my altered book with Irene yesterday, and I really enjoyed it actually, and so I thought I'd have another go today at some more doodling. And just because I find it super relaxing, and why not? With the stress of everything we've all been going through, why not do a little bit of doodling or something that relaxes you, like taking a bath or bubbles or whatever. So these doodles are inspired by a lady called Rebecca Blair, and she does some great doodles, which is doodle and watercolor. So that's what I'm going to do, and I really admire her work. It's beautiful, and so yeah. Hi Anne-Marie. Hi Vicky. Thank you. So yeah, inspired by a lady called Rebecca Blair, and love her work. Did you want to come in, Anne-Marie? If you got your so I'm going to use the letter block here to start off with. I'm not going to use a ruler because I like, you know, the fact that I'm drawing it out by hand. Are you in bed? Yeah, I thought you'd be at Stevie's. So, oh no, but it's a bit later today, isn't it? So I'm just going to use the letter block, and I was going to go this way, but there's a gap there. So and I want to keep some of the text in here, so we'll go this way. We will go this way. And I'll go over this heavier in pen in a minute, so you'll be able to see. You're feeling yucky after your flu jab. So I'm feeling slightly left-handed doing it this way, but never mind. As yesterday, I'm going to use part of the text as part of the design as well. But we'll see more of that as we go along. And it's just going to be doodling and colour blocking as we did yesterday. So I'm just setting out designs there. I'm doing it in pencil first, just because. No other reason than just because. And I think she was saying that this design was based on mountains and valleys and rivers and fields and things like that. So mine may be more like ripped paper than mountains or fields or anything like that. But that was her original design concept, was mountains and fields and valleys and rivers and so very interesting. So I got my all my planters planted yesterday on the patio. I was going to take a photo and show you, but I didn't. Very remiss of me. They all look very pretty, all planted out. And then we had some winds come along last night, so I'm hoping it's not it's quite heavy winds today. So I'm hoping it's not too I hope it's not rocking the plants too much, you know, because when you first plant plants in planters, if they rock too much before they've settled in firmly in the soil, then you can get water underneath and it causes rot and that, doesn't it? So I'm hoping that's not going to happen. To say, I'm not sure whether mine will look more like ripped paper. And I go a little bit quiet when I'm drawing, so I apologise for that. It's just I'm concentrating because I do want it to look nice. And then, of course, obviously, I'm going to be doodling in the little boxes. I just wondered if I've gone off then because you stopped chatting to me. So I'm going to go around now. It's with my paint pen, and then I'll just be darkening it all up as I go along anyway. So you can still get to read a bit of the book if you want to. Or you could gesso over this bit and put in your own words. This is going to be part of the design as staying as a written word. So I'm drawing a straight line, and as you can see, it went wonky when I breathed. I breathed out there, holding my breath. If you hold your breath, you can get a straighter line. And then if you on this one here, if you steady your finger on the edge of the book, then you can get a straightish line. Using my little finger as a guide there, look. But I don't mind if it goes wonky, wonky donkey. So I'm setting up my boxes now to doodle in, and just to add colour as well. Adding the colour actually makes it go just a little bit quicker, because sometimes you can doodle and it can last you hours. I want this edge to be a little gap there. Maybe that's a river. So I'm just going along, just trying to make sure that I keep it kind of like the same width as I go down. And that's why I did it in pencil first, so that I can make the little adjustments as I go along. So we'll start off this way, and then I will be going over the lines again, because when you add watercolor to it, it softens the lines, makes them a little bit grey. And then I may thicken up the lines as well, just whatever I feel like. And as you know, I go quiet when I concentrate. Got my cardigan on. I got my little sweatshirt on here, and I'm going to have to take it off. Because it's getting warmer. We are into spring here in the southern hemisphere. And that's why I was planting my planters and my vegetables and everything. Been planting out vegetables for the last week, all in planters, because I don't have a large garden or anything, but I do have some patio areas, so goes in little planters, plant pots. Oh, you are still there. Excellent. So because this is sea and mountains, rivers and mountains and valleys, greens and blues, I suppose. All right. So we're going to do lines on them because that will look like striation in rock or in cliffs, things like that. So that's what I'm going to start with here. Rock face. Sorry if I do a funny little giggle thing. I don't know what that's all about. I just started doing it, so. I'm trying to apologize. I just noticed yesterday that when the live stream went processed and went up, it came with like a shed load of adverts, and I don't know how to switch them all off. It's like every couple of seconds there's an advert. So I've got to work today on finding out how to switch all that off. I have no idea. I have no clue. Obviously, I haven't been keeping up with my YouTube channel because apparently an email went out at some point to tell you what to do, and I obviously missed it. So I'm going to have to go back and sort that out, because it will put people off watching if you've got to click through an advert every couple of minutes. make sure it doesn't happen to this video. And then I'll have to go and check other videos. So I apologise if you've noticed that has happened. It's not my doing, it's an automatic thing that happens through YouTube. Freezing. Now there's a surprise. So a bit of green. Should we do a bit of green? Anne-Marie lives in Scotland. It's quite often cold in Scotland. Cold and wet. And you are in autumn, so you'll be, wonder how quickly you'll head into winter this year. So I got my little, I'm using Inktense pencils here because I find that they work well in the book. There isn't much of what I did yesterday that came through the back of the book. So I was quite impressed with that. Even though they got wet a couple of times, the pages held. Should go over this with an eraser afterwards and about all the extra markings I have there. So I'm going to do blue. Am I going to do blue or will I go earth? Blue and green. Oh, nice bright blue. Nice bright blue. As you can see, if you're using watercolor, it goes quick. Got to take my cat to the vets this month to get his eye checked out. And his teeth, of course, because he had all those teeth taken out last year. So he's got 8 left. So we're going to make sure that he keeps the rest of his teeth. Poor little thing. Has his little health issues. Yeah, so we take him back every so often so he can check his eye so that he doesn't have to have that one taken out as well. Yeah, raining all day. Oh. Marie says she's had rain all day today. We've just got this awful wind. Not me personally. So I'm just doodling around now and just following the contours of the shape there. Rather than, you know, doing the doodles and that and following a pattern and things, I think it's just nicer to not have to learn what a shape is, or, you know, I think it's just nicer just to do it, a pattern and a shape. Because then if you're following a prescribed pattern or shape, then people know if you've gone wrong. Whereas if you're just doodling, then if you make an error, no one knows but you. Because to you, what I just did could seem like I did it on purpose. And oops, maybe not. As I say, I just really enjoy doodling, so why not? Used to do lots of it at school, all over my school books and that. Do you ever do that thing where you used to do your name and the boy's name, and then do hearts and arrows and all kinds of silly things around it? Hi Penny, how are you? Sorry if I didn't see you come in there. So I'm going to go across, just lines across now, and I'm going to use the sentences along there to help me to go across. It won't be exactly straight, but it'll be straight enough. Straight enough for what I want to do anyway. Oh no, seriously. Wow, I'm shocked. I hope you don't have any residual problems with it, Penny. I seriously do. Shocker, shocker. You'll be the first person that I know, you know, and I do know you on the channel that has had COVID. Of course, obviously, because you're in New Zealand, you've been very lucky. Were you hospitalized, or did you just have to isolate? I bet you were scared. I'd be scared as well. So I'm just doing a darker colour blue around the edges, just to add depth, you know, shadow and depth to it. Just isolated. Oh, I'm glad that that's all that you had to do. and you weren't hospitalised, because it's scary enough just going into hospital, isn't it? I'm actually keeping my eye out on the window as well, because it's gone really dark and I've got my washing hanging out. It's not supposed to rain, but if I suddenly drop everything and run, it's because I'm getting my washing in off the line. And then you'll have to just talk amongst yourselves. Headache and fever flew like eggs. Night, Anne-Marie. Thanks for stopping in. I could lull you to sleep if you want. Go to sleep. Sing you a lullaby. Go to sleep. Trust in me. Shere Khan. Was it Shere Khan was the snake? I can't remember. Sleep well, Anne-Marie. If you can hear slight vibration noises, that's my washing machine. It's just the other side on that wall there. Got another load of whites in the washing machine cycle there. Didn't realise the washing machine made so much noise actually. It's because it's on that wall. Oh, right, okay, thanks, Anne-Marie. That vibration is quite bad. Okay, Ben, where did you go? Just by the side of me, silly Billy. Okay, I'm going to do another striation, rock striation. You know, this is what I'm thinking this is. Up and down, but I don't know whether you can hear the washing machine, because I think my webcam there is good at blanking out other noises. As long as I'm talking, I think. Yeah. Just get the party started. Our clocks went forward last weekend. So now you're on a 12-hour difference with me, Anne-Marie. So I know that you're 11:37 p.m. and I'm 11:37 a.m. Sunday morning, back to work tomorrow. Did you just love work? So say I'm not using a pencil because I'm not worried. I'm not using a ruler because I'm not worried if the lines aren't perfectly straight. Because it's a doodle and not a anything else. You can't hear it. That's good, Vicky. Yeah, as I say, it's quite loud to me. So I thought my webcam was quite good at doing the noise blanking. "8:40 a.m. Is that Saturday? You were on Saturday. Saturday. Oops, lighter colour first. If I start too dark, then of course I can't. I can't darken it up around the edges. So always lay down your lighter colour first. This is lovely quality book paper. It's not so old that it's soaking the water straight in, but old enough. Sunday, yeah. Oh, Sunday. Of course, Vicky, you're in Australia. Duh. Oh, are you in Melbourne? Do forget. Saturday in Tennessee. Queensland, southeast corner. Right. To get green there as well. Green. With the green, I can use blue to darken it. As long as I don't go too dark straight off. Yeah, we've had some shocker winds coming through from south. I'm on the South Island, so we're close to the Arctic. Cold winds, which actually stop it from being too warm. I dread to think what the temperature would be like without them at the moment, because I can't bear too much heat. Of course, my daughter's in Brisbane, and well, shocker. Yeah, I can't do too much heat. Yeah, once we get past mid-20s, that's me. I'm just like as miserable as anything. Too hot. Thank you, Penny. It's based on some doodles by well, I've forgotten her name already. Rebecca Blair, and this piece here is based on mountains and rivers and valleys, and so that's what it's supposed to look like. Vaguely. Vaguely does. Maybe I'll leave that white as a snow-capped mountain or something. What do you think? Snow-capped mountain? Mm-hmm. And then we'll do the little borders here. So I say mine will probably look more like ripped paper than hers, which does look like mountains and valleys and beautiful work. Check her out, Rebecca Blair. It's the sort of based my circle one off yesterday as well. I think this is, you know, an easier form of doodling than trying to follow all those patterns, which are all very nice, but you know, you spend all that time doing these intricate patterns and that, and then if you muck it up, it's like boom, start again. I used to love watching Ellen, I think her name Woters. I can't quite figure out her last name. Woters, Woters, something like that. It's like water, but with an O, Woter. And she did a whole. I think I don't know whether she's still going on because I can't find her. I haven't looked at her channel for ages, but she used to do a pattern a week or something, and I think she even came up with some patterns as well. Very nice, very nice. She got me started on, you know, doodling. And then I watch Tabby's Tangled Art. She does lots of books and things that for you to colour in, adult colouring books and that. So they all end up inspiring you, and you all get a little bit of people you watch, you pick up a little bit of their style as well as you're watching. Can't help but absorb other people's styles and things as you go along. Be right back, okay? I've only just started in this book, and I'm not sure my other ones that I used to do a few years ago may still be on the boat. But this is one I did the other month, I think it was actually, other month. And this is the one that I did yesterday. This is a Rebecca Blair one. So yeah, I'm not sure whether I have got them around. I'll just have a quick look on the shelf because I've almost finished this, as you can see, because this is being left as text. And then I've just got to do a little design down the middle there. But I don't know. Let's see if I've got any here. I do have a couple of sketchbooks here that go back a few years. Let's have a look. Because I was quite into it at one point. Oh, there's one. It's a little heart one. This was in 2014. So the flaming heart. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that was when I saw on Pinterest or something like that. So that's 2014 as well. Inspired by a Pinterest piece. So you know, you go through these phases, don't you? Wasn't sure whether I think I've got many more still on the boat. And then I did a colourful coloured one. Oh look, the camera doesn't like that, does it? It's having trouble getting it because there's so much pattern on there. The camera doesn't like it, so I've let it focus on my hand. Yeah, don't like it. Too much going on, too busy for it. Too busy. And then I think I came out of it then. But I do find it relaxing. And yep, no more in that one. And that's a faces one, so no. To say that this is a little faces book thing, so lots of little faces on there. Yep, not in there. I have to remember I've got that faces one, so I can continue practicing. Practice. Just going to decide whether I'm going to leave that white, that one there. What I'm going to do on this one. I've done there, and I've done across there. I might do the this one is aligned with the dot. This is a pattern in Rebecca's picture, so it's a line, a straight line, then a line and a dot. Hi Vicky, Vicky's back again. So I've taken the dots down and I'm going to take the dots back up now. I don't know whether you can see I'm slowly taking the dots back up. And then they'll come back down again. It's probably quite hard to see it because it's in the writing. You should be able to see it again. So I come down there. There we go. So just a pattern going up and down, which is cool. And then there's and down the centre here, she's got like a, looks like a, you know, old symbol, old patterns of I don't know, maybe an old necklace or something. Looks like it could be an old bead necklace. I'm going to do I'd have thought about that before I did it. I could have done the pattern a little bit differently, but because I am just doing it. It's doodling, and it's a lot about pattern making. A lot about pattern making. So I'm just going to do some shading around these other pieces here. It's a bit of green. And then we'll be calling her done. Only adding in shading just to give depth to the piece. You don't have to do that. You can leave it flat if you want to. It's quite funny on that that one doodle I did that it didn't like the busyness of the pattern. Your camera was going crazy. Which I thought was quite funny. I also love watching artists, and watching Angela Anderson, and my husband calls her the whisperer, because we sit there and watch her, and then eventually we just doze off to sleep. Not because she's boring or anything, but her tone of voice is really soothing. And so I said, Hubby, you know, we need to get the TV into the bedroom so that I can watch her tutorials and fall asleep to them. Help me get to sleep. Don't think she'd find that very flattering, do you? But I love it when you can listen to a crafter and then just fall asleep. When I was going through menopause, I found it very difficult to get to sleep. I'm still going through it, you know, I'm not over the worst bits of it, touch wood, but I still have trouble getting to sleep at night. I'd much rather do it. Much rather go to sleep watching a video than taking a tablet. But we don't have a TV in the bedroom. Of course, when we lived on the boat, we didn't have TV at all. Didn't have the power for it for a start. So yeah, I'm going to lightly colour these in, but I'm just going to pop in some shadow, I think. Using my Pip pen. Love this Pip pen. I've had it years. If I suddenly get kicked off because I can hear my computer now making a noise, I will come back in just to close it down. What happens is the computer shuts itself off and then I have to reboot it all and get it back in. Usually when I start hearing the computer making noises, then it's going to kick me off. Which is usually a good sign, you know, time to go. So I'm just going to go around these. I'm going to put some colour in these little beaded bits here. And then I think it really didn't like it. I've seen other people's computers webcams do that as well when they're showing pattern paper and that. It's not many times it's done that to me, but it's first times for everything. I actually can't remember. I think it did it to me a little while ago, but that was when my webcam was dying, so not because of pattern paper. I'm just going around the edges here just to put some shading in. So this is all the little finishing off touches. I think I'm going to leave it just on the one side this time. Quite often I would go around all the sides, but I'm going to leave it this side because I've just shaded on the one side of the beads, so I'm just going to do it on the one side here. Don't know, I feel like I want to pop some red down there, but shall I do red? Let's do a bit of red. I'm just doing this because I want to do it red. What colour is this? Shiraz. Shiraz. See what colour that comes out. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh, I hope he might be back. I can hear steps. Could be my next door, I suppose. Next door. There you go. I could hear steps down the side of the house. It's a Logitech. It's that C920, whatever it is, that everybody uses. The only trouble with mine is that I have to, I can't zoom in on it because my computer won't take the computer program that allows you to zoom in on the webcam, because it's so old now. My computer, that is, not the webcam. I think my son-in-law repaired it twice, but he's living in Australia now, so he won't be doing that for me anymore, really. So I think when it eventually goes this time, it'll be a new computer. So I'm just putting a little bit darker on this side, which is where the shading is, where the shadow is. We're almost there. Just going to go around the edges of these again, and then that'll be it. So I do have to get my washing out on the line. Another load anyway, the whites. As long as I peg them well, they should stay in the wind. Normally I would do my index cards today. I've been off them for a little while, and it's like I don't have the mojo for them at the moment. Although I could have done a doodle on an index card, I just didn't want to. And Amber is making fun of me because I started my December daily, and she said, "You're doing it too early." I thought I'd get a head start on it. I enjoyed it, my December daily last year, and actually it's a really nice thing to look back on. And I was looking forward to my new sofa being delivered in December last year. So it's not quite a year old yet, and the cat has already clawed at it on the one corner. And no matter what we spray on there, and to get him off there, and that he's just back at it. And it's like, so my not yet a year old sofa has had the one corner decimated by the cat, even though we've got his scratching post there and everything. I think sometimes he just gets the corner of the sofa mixed up with his scratching post. I can't be annoyed with him because he can't see very well. It's not his fault, is it? It's just outlining the edges just to give it a bit of more oomph. So on the year anniversary of my 3-piece suite, I'll have to take a photograph and put it into my December daily. On my sofa, my corner, it's actually a corner unit, but it's not in the corner, it's standing in the middle of the room. Because the room's big enough to be able to take it, which is nice. So this is a Dick Francis book, and so it's all about, there's lots of horses and things mentioned in here. So maybe one day I will have to do a horse, draw a horse or something in here. It's an homage to the book. That I have now irreversibly altered. What do you think? Maybe I'll do the Archshipper's war horse in here. So just go around these. Okay, excuse me. So that's my doodle for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I've got to say thank you to everybody who came in and chatted to me there. That's really lovely. And glad you're feeling better, Penny. And Anne-Marie must have gone to sleep. I must have lulled her to sleep. Oh, so yeah, thanks for watching, and hope to see you all again very soon. I'm going to hang out my washing now, so there we go. That was good timing. And just want to say thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber to my channel already, and I promise to sort out the adverts that they're putting on the videos here. Now I know that if they're doing crazy things with the adverts, then I'll just go and sort them out as soon as I can. So once again, thanks for watching, and thanks for coming in the chat, girls. I really appreciate it. Bye.